tuning in to watch this video. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for new punk rock videos every week and tap the bell to get notified when new videos drop. My name is Erin Micklow, and I'm here with Mr. Del Strangefish of Peter and the Test Tube Babies. How are you?
Very well, thank you.
So we're here up in the Rebel radio station, is that correct?
Rebellion radio station.
Yeah.
Still a tongue twister.
It is kind of. So you do this every year, right? And it's something that last year it had like 15,000 views. Can you talk more about what this is for people who don't know?
Yeah, so basically what we do is we record the whole day. People wander in, walk past. We go and interview bands backstage. We have all sorts of weird things going on. Yesterday I interviewed a tattooist while she was getting a Rebellion tattoo. And at the end of the night, I sit in here for about 2 hours, edit it all together, the whole day's events, put it out as a podcast. And I put one out yesterday, and I think we've had 500 downloads today already.
Oh, wow.
So I don't know where these people find the time to listen to a 2-hour radio show between bands finishing at 3 a.m. and getting up, to go to Wetherspoons.
Probably when I don't want to do that now because it takes us a good few hours to get ready every morning. So it's like, I want to hear it because we're listening to music normally. So that would be a good time for something like that. Yeah,
maybe people are just downloading it to listen to it on the train on the way home or something. I don't know.
That's cool, though. So how many years have you been doing the Rebellion Radio?
This is our 7th year.
Oh, wow.
7-year itch.
Can you talk about kind of how it got started?
Well, I do my own punk rock radio show in Brighton, where the Test Tubes are from.
Yeah.
We actually went in one day to do an interview, and just me, Peter. You know how hard it is for Peter to get Peter behind the microphone. And the guy signing the guest book on the way out, I said, "When do I get my own show?" And then they emailed me and said, "Yeah, do you want a show?" And so I was doing my own show down there. And then Jenny, one of the organisers of Rebellion, she was thinking about the idea of getting a radio show, and I was working here as a stage manager like Peter. And she said, "Would you be interested in doing the Rebellion Radio?" And I said, "Well, yeah, I've got the equipment, and I'll do it." And it seems to be going from strength to strength. Like you said, we had 15,000 listens last year.
Yeah.
And it's going well. We've only done one show this year so far, but it's going well, yeah.
Yeah, well, that's a lot. I mean, it is a really cool thing, though, because it's another platform to kind of spread the festival and the artists to get their word out, and there's music and...
Yeah. Also, there's news. If anyone's cancelled or bands have changed stages, that's stuff we can announce to people.
Yeah.
And also, people that have been to the festival before and enjoyed the festival, they can't make it this year for financial reasons, or it's too far to travel, or they've got other things on, they can actually listen into the radio station and feel like they're actually there, part of the thing. So I think that's a good appeal as well.
Be sad at home getting drunk by themselves.
They're sat on the armchair with a can of beer, spitting at the telly.
Aww. So I saw that Tony Hawk just recently used one of your guys' songs in another one of his videos, one of the Peter and the Test Tube Babies songs. How did that happen?
Well, it's quite funny. Tony, our first ever gig we played in LA, your hometown, was at the Olympic Auditorium. Do you remember? I thought it was probably a bit before your time, yeah.
Yeah.
And we played a 4,000 people sellout show with the Addicts there.
Oh, cool.
And that was Tony Hawk's first ever concert.
Yeah.
He was 14. So, he's been a bit of a fan of ours ever since, and he's used our stuff in music and quite a lot of his stuff. And it was his 40th birthday party, which must be 11 years ago now, because he's 51, I think, now.
Yeah.
And he flew us and the Addicts out to recreate that gig.
That's really cool.
I'm trying to remember where it was now. I think it was the big hotel on Long Beach that's got the marina in it.
I'm not sure if that one's still there, but I know the venue you're talking about because
it had
I remember.
Big whale pot painted on the side.
Yeah, there was a few years ago, I remember they did a huge show there, and I think it was like Black Flag.
Yeah.
And I think somebody said it was maybe like the last one. I'm not 100% sure. I know the one in Santa Monica, that really famous venue, the Santa Monica Auditorium,
this was a sort of private party, but it was a surprise party by Birdhouse, his company. And what he'd done, he was skating in an event, and then it was like a bit like This Is Your Life. They suddenly brought him in, and there was us and the Addicts playing in this private party, and it's great.
That sounds like a really good birthday party. I wish my birthday parties were like that.
So it's good to have a famous fan.
That's amazing. Well, so I actually did see you guys, I think it was 2016, you guys came over to America for a tour, and Peter got turned away.
Oh, right.
And so you showed up and you're like, well, We're Peter and the Test Tube Babies. Mine is Peter.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah.
So what happened with that? You guys blamed it on Trump. Was that really the thing? It was something he got to LAX and they said, no, go turn around, go back.
I don't know. We'll never know the true story because it was only Peter and Homeland Security involved.
Oh, shit.
I don't know how much he'd had to drink on the plane. He'll hate me for saying that. But he got into... he started arguing with the immigration people. They took him in a room. They Googled him. They went straight to Wikipedia. There's a picture of us on stage in Chicago there.
Yeah.
And then it didn't take long to find the gig at the Observatory, the festival we were playing.
Yeah.
And we all got in. We all used to come into America. I hope immigration aren't watching this. We just all come on holiday visas and all fly into different airports.
Because it's a lot cheaper.
Yeah.
And everyone just kind of splits up.
Yeah, it's like $1,600 for a visa. So.
Yeah.
But he got caught and went back, and then the rest of the story was I was in the motel, what's it called, Motel 6.
Okay.
I was in the swimming pool having a swim, and then there was a guy swimming towards me, and he said, "Hey, looking forward to the show tomorrow. Where's Peter?" I told him the story had been thrown out, and he said, "He's a Blank 77, the singer from Blank 77."
Yeah.
He said, "I can sing Band from the Pubs, so if Peter's not here, I'll do that one." And I said, "Well, do you know anyone else who'd want to sing a song?" So he said, "Yeah, everybody's staying in the same hotel." So he went around all the rooms to all the different bands.
Yeah.
And I said, "Well, I'm in room 121. Every 10 minutes someone knock on the door. Can I sing Moped Lads? Can I sing Run Like Hell?" I said, "Yeah." So I was printing out lyric sheets and getting their email addresses and sending MP3s.
Yeah.
And then we went down to the show and we started the show with September, and everybody's looking to the sides of the stage waiting for Peter. And the song finished, said, "You're all waiting to see Peter. I'm afraid Donald Trump didn't let him in." And
I remember that.
You remember that? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, we were at that show and it was like, this is weird. and it was
the
like,
guest
okay.
singers, yeah. But everybody really enjoyed it. They said it was one of the best things of the day. It was like karaoke test tubes.
Yeah. No, it was a good show. It was a fun festival.
Yeah.
So for you being one of the original members of the band that's been around for 41 years, can you share some of your most memorable stories? Like, what is the craziest things that's ever happened to you being in this band?
Oh God, there's too many to mention, really.
I know, you guys are kind of wild.
I mean, that was one of them, yeah. Yeah, I mean, oh God, where do I start? I mean, yeah, I there's too many to...
Maybe like your favorite moments, like the best things that have ever happened to you, the worst things that have ever happened.
Yeah, we've all sort of taken it day by day, really, and it's like, I suppose the best thing that ever happened was getting a single out, and when you thought that was it, back to work. Yeah. And then we did a radio session, and then we got an album deal. That was the next thing, and it was just like one thing followed another. Mm-hmm. And now here we are, 40 years later, stuck with it. It's too late to do anything. It's too late to become a plumber.
Well, this is it. But it's really cool. You guys are one of those legendary bands that has influenced so many bands today. Without you guys, there probably wouldn't be a lot of these bands that are here today. So.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess so. We never really sort of planned anything, really. We just sort of did whatever, got up in the morning and did whatever was next, really. Yeah. I don't think we had a master plan to get where we are today.
Yeah.
We just sort of...
I don't really think anybody does. When you talk to a lot of artists, they're just like, just doing it. I don't know. Yeah. Here we go.
We're still here. I always say to people, like, are you still going? Yeah, we're just too lazy to split up. We can't be bothered with dealing with all the anxiety of splitting up, so we just carry on going. Yeah.
Well, so do you guys have anything planned coming up? I mean, I know you're saying that you take things day by day, but what's in the near future for the band?
Well, we're doing another record.
Oh, cool.
We signed to Nuclear Blast, which was quite an unusual one because we didn't have a record deal for a while. Yeah. And then the guy who sort of tour manages in Germany was on the golf course, and he just happened to meet Slayer's manager. And he said, what do you do? Oh, I tour manage Peter and the Test Tube Babies in Germany. Hey, they were one of my favourite bands. Sorry, I don't know why a German guy's got an American accent. But they're one of my favourite bands. And I run Nuclear Blast, which is Slayer's label. And he said, yeah, I'd like to sign the bands, yeah.
That's awesome.
So we signed a 2-album deal. We did one album a couple of years ago, That Charlotte. And we've currently recorded 5 or 6 tracks for the new one. And we're going into rehearsals after Rebellion, and hopefully recording in September and delivering the album in October for a January release. Yeah. If all goes to plan. I said we didn't make plans, I just made one.
Well, I mean, and you know how things go too. There's always delays. There's delays, things come back in. Do you think you'll do a tour around that album when it comes out?
Yeah, we always tour Germany at Christmas anyway.
Yeah, it's nice with all the Christmas markets.
Yeah. We've been doing that since 1983. Same venues, same people. There's now 3 generations of people turning up, Granddad, his son, and grandson.
So what is it about that show that keeps you going back to that one every year at Christmas time?
It's main, well, in Germany, I don't know really. It's sort of tradition. I think we tried to tour Germany in the summer once and no one turned up. I don't know. It's just a tradition. I think in Germany, I think they celebrate Christmas Day on the 24th rather than the 25th. You'd know this.
Do they? Yeah. Okay, they do.
And so we always play on the 23rd, which is sort of the German Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
So everybody's sort of, it's tradition to sort of, go to a Peter and the Test Tube Babies show.
That's cool.
Get ready drunk and then get hungover with the family on the 24th.
Yeah, I think it's like the Santa Claus man comes around and
We're a
brings
bit like
liquors.
Santa, yeah. But we don't give any presents.
The European Santas, or at least the German ones, for what he tells me, they bring alcohol and candy.
Well, Germans bring alcohol to everything. They bring it to work.
That's true.
They get barrels of beer delivered to the building site.
He told me once that he had they had a beer vending machine at their factory at one point, and there would be a man that had beers all the time in his
cigarettes
drawers.
and alcohol. You get that anywhere in Germany. Yeah.
Well, those are all the questions.
That's why we like it. That's why we fit in so well.
Yeah, that's all I've got today. So thank you so much for taking the time.
Yeah. No worries. Thanks for coming.
Yay.
Hi, this is Del Strangefish from Rebellion Radio at Rebellion Festival, and you're watching Last Rockers TV.